something wonderful for you. When we come back, we're coming back with Rob Lowe. Yeah.
I wanted to strike the honeymoon early since we only have 36 hours.
Oh, Robert, it's beautiful. Oh, God, I wish Hawaii had more electoral votes.
No, we're not even going to discuss the campaign, okay?
Oh, my feet. Wait a minute, what are you doing? What about the crew?
The crew is under strict instructions not to even come into this compartment.
Yeah. I tell you, if this guy was really running for president, I might actually vote for Republican. Please welcome back the very cute, from Brothers and Sisters, Rob Lowe. Hey, Rob.
Oh, man, you guys are wound up. Wow. I mean,
is it scarier than being on Fox?
I'm telling you, I was in the green room listening to this discussion, and this is like scarier than coming out to Fox News.
Yeah.
These girls. You guys are informed and on top of it.
What did you think of the Romney concession speech?
My thought on the Romney concession speech is you gotta love the conservative Mormon bowing out, and on the headline at the bottom, Romney, quote, size does matter. You've got to love that.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, that's funny.
Yeah, you know, because isn't that hilarious?
Oh, you know, your show, Brothers and Sisters, I happen to be, I really do love that show. It's very dishy. It's really good. And you and Callista are terrific chemistry. And I just love Sally Field in that. She's wonderful. Even though she's on Boniva, you know, she takes that osteoporosis once a month only because she doesn't have time to take it every day. Did you ever see that commercial?
You're paying a lot of attention.
Yeah, she's way too involved.
Anyway, what are you guys doing now that there's a writer's strike?
Oh, God, I have been a prisoner in my own home during this strike.
Why?
I've become Mr. Mom. And let me tell you, ladies, you don't want your husbands around the house as much as I've been around my house.
You too, right?
Well, I don't know if they'd agree with that if it was you.
The boys love it. The boys like having Dad around, but I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to get back to the show.
Do you see yourself in them? Are they just like you?
They're sort of mixes between the both of us. You know, on any given day, I say, it's a lot like me.
I heard one of them is into marine biology. Is that right?
Yeah, which is what I wanted to do if I wasn't an actor.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, doesn't that sound exciting?
To your son, it does.
Another marine biologist, yeah, it'd be really good for her.
In terms of the show, there are 2 new episodes coming out, right? And your character, who I love because Republican, of course, and now is a front runner for the presidential race.
Like him, I'd do it too.
Yeah. So in the next couple of episodes, what can we expect? Any teases?
Well, it is fun to watch this go on, and because I feel like I'm living in an alternative universe where you know, I watch Romney and I watch McCain and I steal John Edwards' hairstyle, and so I sort of steal from everybody. But my character will be going into the Michigan primary.
Yes.
He will have unexpectedly lost in New Hampshire and Iowa.
Okay.
And it's going to be make or break for McAllister in Michigan. And something big's going to happen.
So you have something in the can.
We have 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We're on this Sunday, in which McAllister's on the campaign trail. I'm not on the show because I'm on the campaign trail with Callista. And then 2 weeks from this Sunday is a big turning point for the campaign.
I hear people
And then
ask you
hopefully
if you want to.
the writers will be back.
They say maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday,
Maybe Monday.
Great.
Yeah.
But people do ask you if you're going to run, right? Don't they usually ask you if you
I
ever?
just play politicians on TV.
Yeah, because you've had 2 roles back to back.
I know. I just keep getting dragged back into it.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Well, no, I just wanted to say 2 of my favorite movies, St. Elmo's Fire and About Last Night.
Thank you.
And so this is the question that I have. In About Last Night, you were just this, you know, romantic person, and you were afraid of commitment. In St. Elmo's Fire, you were the bad boy.
Yes.
Which one is more Rob Lowe?
Well, girl, that depends on when you ask me.
Because you didn't want to get into a commitment in, About Last Night.
You know, they're both. You got to have both. You know, you got to have the yin and the yang. You know, because otherwise, if you're just romantic, it's too dull. If you're a bad boy, you can't make it work. You got to have a little. I think both.
Yeah.
I think it's a little.
So depending on which day?
Yeah, how you're catching, what mood you're catching.
This is not a marine biologist talking, not at all.
Oh, Sherry, you just don't know any marine biologists. Now, I have been asked to ask you this by every young lady downstairs. They say they love The Outsiders because you were with Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon, and they want to know, did you have an idea when you were filming it that so many of you would end up being so successful?
No, we had no idea. We knew we were really lucky to get. I was 17 years old.
Wow.
I'd never been away from my home.
Yeah.
And I just was thrilled to have such a great part. I was living in California. And, you know, instead of going to college and checking into my dorm, I was moving to the Tulsa Excelsior with Tom Cruise as my roommate. And sort of, we just all took off from there, but we had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he try to make you a Scientologist? You're in the room.
You gotta jump on the couch right now, Rob.
If you did, it didn't work.
I have this question for you. You gave such a great answer earlier, but you've had a lot of experience dealing with success. We talk a lot about Britney and Lindsay. Why do you think so many of these celebrities have such a hard time with success?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I think success is. Listen, it's hard. It's hard when it happens to you when you're young, because you look. Everybody wants people to recognize them. You know, whether it's on a big public stage or whether it's just in the terms of your own life and your own family and your own friends, you want to be recognized for who you are. And yet, when you're recognized on a grand public stage, you know intuitively that those people don't know you. And so there's this weird psychic disconnect where you feel it's maybe unearned, and it's really hard to put that all together. I think it's particularly tough when you're young, and a lot of people make a lot of mistakes behind it.
Would you want, if your sons wanted to get into the business, would you feel like that would be a good choice for them, or would you kind of keep them from it?
I'm keeping my sights very moderately set, like, oh, I don't know, Supreme Court Justice.
I like it. I like it.
You know, that's you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know, look, acting's been great for me. It has. I love it. I love our business. I do. But it's tough. And if my kids had the kind of passion that I did, I would be so blessed that they were blessed with passion.
Yeah.
That aside, Supreme Court Justice.
Okay, I'll take
What's
it.
the biggest mistake you made so far in your career, do you think? Any big mistake?
Gosh, you know,
Did you turn down a role that would have been great?
I love even the audience knows I turned down McDreamy.
You would have been a great
Dr. McDreamy.
Great McDreamy.
What the hell is a McDreamy?
It's on Grey's Anatomy. It's a doctor.
I don't watch. Listen, this is the disconnect for me. I don't watch these till at Lost. Hello, Lost. You know, and so you turn this, but you've turned down a lot of roles in your. I mean, you've had a long career.
And you know what it is. You know, and your career is measured in success and then periods of non-success and success. And if you're lucky, you get to have a lot of successes and a lot of failures.
Right.
Because that means you've been around a long time. And that's sort of really the rub. And you know, I like where I am today because I love politics. I love it. I mean, sitting and watching what's gone on in the last 24 hours and what's about to happen, I mean, that's like the coolest thing for me. So I love being on a show where I get to inhabit that.
Maybe you'll run.
Listen,
Someday.
it's so much easier when people are writing the stuff for you to say. You don't have to think of it for yourself.
You're pretty good. I said that you could do it.
Believe me.
Well, Rob, thank you so much for coming by and being our McDreamy. And a brand new episode of Brothers and Sisters airs Sunday night at 10 p.m. right here on ABC. We'll be right back. I didn't get to meet you.